Hi there, we're here at Standard TV and Appliance on Hall Boulevard, and Chef David joins me again. We're in this beautiful test kitchen, and we have this beautiful artichoke, and Chef David is going to show us what to do with this thing, because a lot of people have no idea.
Right.
They'd order it in a restaurant, but they would never prepare it themselves at home.
Right. They take a look at it and they go like, I'm not really sure what to do with this. So we can talk about what to do with it, how to cook it.
Good idea.
All right, great. Okay, a couple things to know is, first of all, a lot of times they can be fairly large and a lot of people don't want to eat a whole artichoke. So you can cook it by cutting it in half, but we'll go over if you want to do it whole first. So what you want to do is you want to take off some of the lower leaves. And then if you're going to do it whole, what you would do is you would cut the stem off. And then that way, when it sits on a plate or in a bowl, it'll sit up really nice.
Right.
And you can also still eat the stem too. You can clean it off, get the stringy parts off, and cook it with the artichoke. Whether you're going to cut it in half or whether you're going to have it whole, the other thing that you might want to do is if they have a lot of stickers on it, you can actually take them off with scissors. They do soften up fairly well, so you don't have to.
A lot easier with scissors than a knife.
Yeah, definitely. So if we're going to do it in half,
leave the stem on.
You're going to leave the stem on, and we're just going to cut right through. And away we go, and it's ready to go. Now, the one thing is with artichokes, as soon as you cut them, you're going to start getting browning, so you want to be ready to start cooking as soon as you've made your cuts and they're ready to cook. So basically, these are ready now. We're going to put them in cold water.
Turn it on.
Yeah, great. And the big thing is we want to make sure that they submerge. So we're going to put a plate on top, and we're also going to add about a tablespoon of oil.
Why do you do that?
It coats it a little bit. It's supposed to help prevent discoloration.
Because they can turn gray.
They do, and they look really nasty. And another thing is you don't want to use an aluminum pot. If you use an aluminum pot, you're going to get discoloration also.
So use a non-reactive pot.
Use a non-reactive pot, right.
Okay.
So if we're cooking them whole, you're looking about 20 minutes approximately. If you're cooking them in half, it's probably about 15 minutes. You probably want to check about 5 minutes beforehand to make sure that they are done and not overdone, because you don't want them really mushy. So I just like to take a plate and I just turn it upside down, put it in the pot.
And that just keeps them submerged.
Keeps them submerged, so now they're going to cook nice and even. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to bring it up to a simmer, and then after it simmers, we'll just lower it just enough to keep that simmer, and we'll check these probably in about 10 minutes.
Okay, it's been about 15 minutes with the magic of TV, and we are now poking it. It's ready.
We're going to see if it goes. Yeah, there's a little bit of resistance, not too much. I think that's about done. So what we want to do is take that and let it drain a little bit in the bowl. So people like different things with this. You can use mayonnaise, you can use butter. Some people like hollandaise. I think most of the people know how to eat it. And basically you're just going to take off and most people use bottom teeth and get that part out right there.
Right, delicious. Yeah. Thanks, Chef David.
Yeah.
So go ahead, get your own artichoke. And of course, the instructions will be on our website. Bon appetit.
All right.